What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Too Pop to Handle. Today we are reacting to a very exciting and very highly anticipated single from no other than Miss Chappell Roan. We are reacting to The Subway. Now, I haven't listened to the song. Obviously, I haven't watched the music video because that is the point of a reaction, but I figured I would wait to listen to the song that came out last night until I watched the entire music video just to kind of, really get the full experience. Like I was saying, this is a very highly anticipated release from Miss Chappell. She debuted this song last summer at Gov Ball. I actually was there when she debuted it, and she sang the song, did her thing, and then the song just went nowhere. Very similar to like what she did with The Giver on SNL. So it kind of seems to be this pattern that we're getting from Miss Chappell Roan, where she's just kind of marching to the beat of her own drum. And like, honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I think Chappell is an artist who has a very specific creative vision for her music and for her projects, and I trust her with that. I trust her having this process really ironed out and figured out the way that she wants to do it, where some artists, I'm like, are you just doing this because you want to make a hit? Like, I do think Chappell is an artist who creates music for the artistry of it and not just to get, a Hot 100 hit or something like that. So though normally I'm like, all right, I don't want all of these like loose scattered singles before we get an album. Like, I want more of a full rounded project. I am very on board with Chappell Roan just taking this single route and kind of finding her sound or figuring out what is next for Miss Chappell after Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess. And that being said, let's get into this music video. I am so excited. As a New Yorker, I am feeling her pain missing the subway like that. There's nothing worse than that. The fact that she got the green lady, I don't know her actual name or her handle. I'll put her Instagram on the screen. The fact that she got her for this video, I'm obsessed with. She is an icon in New York City. This visual of her as like Rapunzel too. I remember when those like pictures of this video came out and were like leaked from the shoot. I was like, whatever she's doing, I'm just so tapped in for. And that's kind of what I was saying. Like, her creative vision and artistry is something that I really admire. And like, though I don't really understand why she is just covered in yards and yards of hair and why she is Rapunzel in this video, for some reason, I'm not questioning it. I like trust Chappell's vision and I get it. I'm like, you know what? Go off, queen. Made you the villain even just for moving on. That is so good. I love that line. Like, this is what I mean. I just trust Chappell and her visions because it's going to make an interesting and a good music video. Like, she's getting dragged by her hair through Manhattan in a yellow taxi. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, absolutely. Two things. I love the fact that she hired like New York City nightlife workers and nightlife people to be in this video. There's a lot of people in this video who are just popular like within the New York kind of night scene and nightclub scene. She's very good, especially with like queer communities, at highlighting the people who really make our queer spaces so special. So I love that angle that she took here. And also, I'm kind of getting Rider in the Dark vibes, not sonically, but like message wise. Like, I ride the subway, read the signs, I let the seasons change my mind. She's saying like, fuck this city, I'm moving to Saskatchewan, or wherever she said, like that idea of like being in a relationship and loving somebody so much and that city becoming so symbolic of your relationship, and like you have to leave, like you can't be there anymore because it's so reminiscent of what once was. That same kind of messaging I'm getting here. She looks stunning in this music video. What is she climbing here? Like, what is that? Oh my God, pizza in the fountain, very New York.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, so that was Chappell Roan, The Subway. I really loved it. I think this song is beautiful. And what I really love about Chappell is she doesn't like put herself in a box. Like, she allows herself to do whatever she's really feeling genre-wise or sonically. If you look at songs like Good Luck Babe, or if you look at The Giver, and then this, those are the 3 songs we've gotten post Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, and they've all had such a different sound to them, but they still feel so true to Chappell. She's really great at like being a chameleon kind of in the music space and finding out how she can apply her voice and her vocal abilities to different sounds and things like that. The Giver was a little country, and a little country, it was very country, and it was just such a different vibe than anything she had given us really before. This is a little more ballady and slower, but it still has that like Chappell touch to it. You know, her writing style is very specific and unique to her. I think she has a really great way of telling stories through her music, and you can really feel and tell what she's going through just by the lyrics. And then when you pair it with the music video as kooky as this, I mean, what else do you need? Like, what else could you ask for? I love it. I think Chappell is the exact thing that we need in pop music these days. I love that she is really marching to the beat of her own drum, like I said, and isn't afraid to like not do this traditional album cycle where it's like album, tour, another album, tour, another album, tour. Like, she's really finding her footing. And I mean, she has been doing music for over 10 years now, not as, you know, to the scale where she's at now, of course, but she's been at this for a while. This isn't her first rodeo. So to see that she's really taking this the way that she wants to and not just falling into the typical trap of an album cycle and touring and this, and even like the way that she deals with like fame and paparazzi. I know some people think it's a controversial thing, but I think it's really admirable the way that she's not afraid to stand up for herself, but that's just me. Loving this. Don't know what is next for Chappell. Don't know when we're going to get anything next because she seems to be, you know, just kind of going at her own pace. I do know she has those shows coming up in September, I believe it is. She's doing like New York, California, and somewhere else. I forget. It's like a Midwest city somewhere. I forget exactly. So I believe that's kind of like the end of the Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess era, which almost makes me think like these 3 songs are kind of just standing on their own and they're not going to be on whatever the next album is, which is fine with me. I think especially when you look at the lifespan of Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, when it came out, it had like a good, you know, hype around it within the fandom or whatever, but they didn't really hit the general public for quite some time. And then with Good Luck Babe, it kind of just like reignited it. And she's kind of been popping her songs into, you know, wherever she can. I saw her in a few commercials, obviously Hot to Go and Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl are both in Freakier Friday that comes out next week. So she's doing a good job, I think, at like keeping her music fresh and in front of us without tiring us out, if that makes sense. And I'm just loving it. I'm so excited to see what is next for Chappell. So excited to see what she has in store for these shows next month. I am crossing my fingers, crossing my toes that I get a ticket for this because I have to see her at Forest Hills, especially after she canceled the Forest Hills shows last summer and I didn't get to see her again. But you know what? It is what it is. Mental health matters, and we're all good. I'm going to get a ticket for one of these tour dates. It is fine. And before I let you guys go, hello, if you are new here, my name is Andrew. I am the host of a weekly pop culture podcast called Too Pop to Handle, where I cover all of the pop culture moments from the week that were just too pop to handle. I also like to do some extra videos like this, where I react to music videos. I also have a newsletter you can subscribe to, where I send some extra pop culture things. Basically, if pop culture, pop music, reality TV, movies, TV, that whole jazz is your game, Too Pop to Handle is the place to be. So if you like this video and you are looking for someone new to add to your rotation, I would love it if you subscribed. Check out the podcast. You can find it all right here on my YouTube channel or wherever podcasts are available. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.